There is nothing. Ever, never, ever. Never, ever, ever. An inordinate amount of time passes. Yes, you got it. I know you do, baby. Coming right up, sir. All right. Nothing, town. Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir? The song of death. Like a fly to the ointment. You're conscious.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth. A fiery streak penetrates.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice connect. This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. If you swoop up and catch the tie, snap, what you have in your hand is a truly hit. You hear a jingle. Keys are, it says, whirling in rags. There they both are, two identical shoes, like two baby crocodiles. Good, they're balanced.
Hello, officer. A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and...
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57.
You realize he's waiting for your name. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon. But
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error.
what he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? So, the body is still
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice.
where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the Black...
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is, he's not from the Rat Squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
Yes, but I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation.
He nods.
I can see you drank last night and the night before. And that if you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party.
A man in his late 20s with a thin...
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41... Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us, and we...
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where?
What, of Martinez? No. I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work...
I didn't imply that. Detective...
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back.
Thank you.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct. Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing. I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little note.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard. No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria. I hope it is.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe it.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real. Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you... Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually, more, but We'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's... What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he does.
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
You mean somewhere else to run up a huge debt? I don't think so. The union squeezed most places out of business to fund the strike. You're better off home.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, but you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You don't really know, do you? South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time.
Yes? What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was, there's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers union is the de facto, but that's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizens Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operate...
That's right. I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want might, was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. I'm relieved that you agree. Anyhow, let's get back to the case. Was there anything else you wanted to know? Good.
No response. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
这个发火。
Before you stands a motor carriage. Vapor emanates from... This must be the infernal machine that... In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook. Pull out the frequency tableau, lights up, the soft purr of electrical...
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is her number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for... Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do?
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly?
Why not?
What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring Gar into this. It's none of your business. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again. No, not me. What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the courts. No one calls the police. The union would get angry. You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the Dock Workers Union.
I don't know what to tell you, officer. I didn't call you because I didn't want to get in trouble with the others. With the union. I'm sorry. No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the watch. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Yeah, go on. No, absolutely not.
Oh shit！ 尿尿尿。
啊！为什么每次上厕就听得这么清楚
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit. The stuffed bird. The great Stua. You threw it again. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there. It was a pretty bird. There since I started working in whirling. I really like... Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've had sailors fighting. Union guys grabbing my ass. Kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you... I bet. Wait, really? No, this is... No! I was actually flattered.
There's a pause. You could...
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. I should have told him maybe. Okay, but... Please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something.
You hear a sigh of relief.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5, this is 40.
The man uses relay code. You've got this. You're a cop. And cops...
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over. 10-18, state your message, sir. 10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is very serious.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
This is Communication Officer Jules Pidieux, sir. Over. You mean your partner? Over.
What is he saying?
He's asking who you are.
I'm his goddamn partner.
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Dietmar, sir. Over.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Ten-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you're...
Fuck me! Mac, come here! You've got to hear this!
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you...
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? Okay, it's gone.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over. Ten 1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat please. Over. 10-9, come in, officer. Over.
Lying over the phone? It's easy. Just say it like it's the truth.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even... Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance? Over. 10-4, I hear you. I don't have the...
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything.
Right. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says it's important.
He isn't getting a rep.
Request denied, sir. Over. He says he's in trouble.
Well, I guess he'd better crack the...
Vicmar said... Anything else, sir? Over. Okay, 10-4.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12. Visitors present here. Over.
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
Come again, sir. I didn't get that. 10-9. 10-9. Repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
What? What is it?
He seems intoxicated and...
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics. What? What is it?
He wants to verify...
But of course, it says Dick Mullen.
Tell him to stop.
What do you need, sir? Over. Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Can I help you? Wait, what? But what about the bird? Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left. Why didn't she just tell me that? I don't care about stuffed birds. I care about my employee. All right. Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me? Really? I should give her a call then. Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you wanted, or... Yes, have you got it? Like what? I was rarely...
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. Just a second. Sylvie Malay. Yes. Hello? Oh, great. What else do you need, detective? Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been...
You told me back in the whirling. Oh, no.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
I don't.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different.
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and you were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it...
Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you off them. You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend... I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall, painting them red. I won't be seeing it, 'cause these are my brains. I can't see without my..." There is silence on the other end of the line.
Me neither. No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like, "Big bucks cannot lie." It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask. Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your thing.
You hear the call breaking up on the other end.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57.
In the cabin, you see a set as you tap on the gauge.
There's no use pressing the heat.
Translation. We're not alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC. A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
From another planet. It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this...
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative streak.
Yeah, imagine. So tell me, what do you need? He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I have...
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the mid... A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade. Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane, and I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like...
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expert. Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. Not my thing. Chasing transient
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient... He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath the coolness in his eyes. An unfamiliar longing. It's hard to say. His gaze wanders.
Excuse me?
A flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve.
There are things even I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way. What's it like? Good.
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter.
You lost your gun. Oh man. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone. Huh? Oh, the bosses, man. Makes sense. It sucks is what it does. Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically.
Don't be a stranger.
对话量真恐怖。
好想玩猫猫的游戏哦。
哎呦！7月19号不看。
他说的是赛博朋克猫，我要不要去把赛博朋克玩一下？
应该不要玩。那个猫猫出了个同款的背包，联名背包，背猫
The
猫的。
RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
对啊，就后面有个玻璃，可以让猫猫看到外面。
在哪里买？你给他买一个嘛。
We don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
这其实没必要买联名款，联名款肯定贵一点。
Of course. What can I help you with? Of course. Where to? Oh, that.
She's relieved someone has come for it.
What do you mean? We're in Martinez, sir. This intersection is called... There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment, the harbor gates, some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast. Just coast. It's just water. No, actually, no problem. Me? I am just a gardener. I am pleased to meet you too, officer. Excuse me? Oh, well, I didn't write it there. Okay. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anyway, maybe more than 12. No, 8 pairs of 1. Standard work boot. Steel re 2. Standard work boot. 3. Hobnailed work 4. Standard work boot. You don't know. It's a miracle. 5. Another 6. An aberration. Light as air. Even pace. Impossible to tell. Could also have been you're not bad. It's as if the 7. The glowing outline. 8. And yet another
How many? I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? A woman? Or a kid? Understood. Anything else?
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty.
They do after 7 days.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boot. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark, delicate, and fragile. They feel alien to the world around. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are ceramic plate, zirconium dioxide most likely, under the heel. Fair weather model T500V, piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something. No, he must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They've removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags. They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta.
Fucking talking about under.
Clearly, Kuno would like to interject something here, but there's not enough for him to hold on to. A small bell-like sound fills the air.
It's anything but. This material is a key.
Faint, organic lines cover the plates like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony, perhaps. If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-section. The smooth, glossy surface. The whorls are in the shape of a letter and number combination. E50, 100, 1000.
Good. Can you read it to me?
X5415 6745 678222. Let's lie.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us. It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabulary for a full set, about 4...
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot. That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the... I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can...
This feels dangerous. Are you sure? The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form. Ageless, the cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them. The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You? 70% of the cases I get are just filling in the blanks on the initial report. This belt, a noose is one of those things that's easy. I think they lassoed the branch. That
could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered. An intricate web of blue lines stretches up. His corpse is marked by stark alcohol and heartbreak.
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, I agree.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass.
In case we need it. Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
There is only 1 ampoule left.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. Sure. Just don't lose it.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world. Protruding dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic presence.
I'm gone. Into the wild. In the past. I'm a joke. Look at me. A killer. Go ahead. What do you mean? It's the power of you. Go ahead. Ask me more. Because you're a copperoonie. Coming right up. Cop. Fuck no. You're no Rooney. No, you don't. Between you and me. Because you have laughed at me in Provocopo. Sure, Lobo. Looking at my face. Motionless. Looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from...
Do I remind?
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up.
You sure wriggled out of that one? Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners.
As you narrow your eye, this is a trick. You've done it before. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue.
I see it. His neck too.
The monster comes back into focus. An explosion of color.
So, what do you think? I do. Most of them are post-mortem.
Stop talking in riddles, coins.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. Yeah, there's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get...
A pool of blood and feces.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of that.
The fuck he say?
Talking about shit.
Malicious laughter erupts. The lieutenant's face is made of stone. But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air.
Of course. Come back.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cog.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material. I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. Okay, they do have the tools and the men. And since it looks like they put him there... Okay, let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way. From the gates, by negotiating or fighting.
To the gates, let's negotiate.
To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body? Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches!
The leader of the Union, a dangerous and corrupt man from...
Yeah? Don't go being someone else's bitches. You're Kuno's bitches.
Kuno, No, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my